Time for the bottom of the third inning. Phillies lead 1-0. Time for our special guest to join us down in the Braves dugout. There he is, the smiling face of the bazooka from Manuka, Mike Foltynewicz, proud owner of a 5-game winning streak. How does that sound as you wrap up this 2016 season?
Now that you mention it, I didn't really know I had that going, but it's a very cool note to end the season on.
How'd you feel last night, Mike, in light of not pitching for 16 days? How'd your leg feel?
Last night, the leg wasn't a problem at all. I was just trying to go out there and just, be normal and go out there and pitch my game. And, I had him off balance early, and me and Flo had a good game plan going into it, and we stuck with it. We were aggressive and just keeping him off balance, and it was, it was a pretty nice game to end the season on.
Yeah, you had a good breaking ball last night from the get-go. Well done.
Yeah. Everybody knows, Mike, you have the blazing fastball. We noticed it right away. You seem to be pitching backwards in that game, and as Joe said, your off-speed stuff was excellent. Seems like your last 4 or 5 starts, you've really pitched more than just thrown. Yeah, and these guys, the Phillies, they're just an aggressive hitting team in general, so I know I had to keep them off balance early. And last 4 or 5 games, I've just just had that confidence in me, just going out there and staying aggressive, and not backing off a game plan, and just going out there and attacking the zone.
The games over the weekend are not going to factor into anything that the Braves have from a standing standpoint, but they're vitally important to Detroit. Mike, I'm not sure how many pitches you threw last night, but if you were asked to go to the bullpen maybe and be available Sunday, would you be able to do that?
Yeah, we haven't really talked about that at all, but I think we're just still trying to go day by day with it, and to see how my body reacted from yesterday. I haven't been on the mound in a couple weeks there, so we're just going to take it from there and see what happens. Whatever they want me to do, I'll be there for them though.
Mike, I'm sure you're a reflective guy. Let's go back a year and think about where you were and how far you've come. We know all about the thoracic outlet syndrome, the blood clot, which was a horribly serious thing that you had to deal with, all the weight you lost. Now you've come back and you're pitching as well as you ever have in a Braves uniform, and not only have you won the 5 straight games, you lead the team in wins.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And like you said, just last year, I'm just happy to be out on the mound from what happened, and a lot of things could have went differently, but I'm really happy on how they ended up, and just getting back here on the big league mound. And I think around August, I kind of just finally got my weight back and got my strength back, and just went out there and started pitching well. So but yeah, it's just come a long ways from that. I'm just really, like I said, happy to be back out there.
Mike, we've been talking about the offense for the last couple of months, and we had some graphics tonight to start the game about how this team offensively has set records in September that are better than any time in any September in the history of the Atlanta Braves. From a pitching standpoint, that had to be a big boost for you guys when early in the year you got no run support.
Yeah, even early on in the year, we knew we were going to get runs, and then later on in the season you throw Matt Kemp on in there, and then this team is just throwing up runs left and right, and like you said, as a pitcher, that's just another boost of confidence going out there, and knowing if you give up a couple runs, that team's going to have your back, and maybe even get you to lead. So let's go out there and pitch your best, and give it your best 5, 6, 7 innings out there, and the team will have your back.
I got to tell you, you're a patient soul. The Braves offense is hitting a lot of seeds, and you're getting pitched a lot of seeds. Who's wearing you out down there?
That's fine. I don't know. I got
It looks like Julio.
Couple guys down here trying to have some fun, but no worries.
What have you learned most about yourself this year, Mike? You're still a young man, still learning how to apply your craft up here in the major leagues. What have you learned? If there's one lesson that you will take into spring training next year that you hope to apply from the opening bell?
There's been just so many in the last 2 years. Like you said, I'm still learning the game, and every bullpen session, is something I'm going to be learning new or trying to fix. And but yeah, it's just trying to go out there every day and pitch your best, and not let the things you can't control hurt you, and just the mental side of the game has been night and day for me. Sometimes I still let my emotions out there come out, but I'm just a competitive guy, and it's going to happen. But just going into next year, not letting teams see you see you sweating out there, and just going out there and pitching, even if you're having a good game or bad game. At the same time, every time. So you know, it's something I was learning on, and I'm definitely gonna get better at it. So,
Mike, what's the general feeling as we head to the last days and the consideration for Brian Snitker? What's the team feel about keeping him around?
He's a great guy. I've known him for 2 years. You know, I've been down there in AAA with him, and you know, it was awesome to see him come back up and take that role. And you know, he's just a great individual, and I think this team would do anything for him, and he, you know, we know he's going to do anything for us. So he's just a great guy, great competitor too, and you know, I'm really happy to see him up here, and you know, hopefully see him next year a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes for Mallex Smith. Quickly, Mike, what'd you think of the ballpark? You guys had a tour out there a couple of weeks ago. SunTrust.
I actually didn't go to that because that was the day after I got hit in the leg, and they said it was a good idea for me to kind of stay back, so I did. But yeah, I mean, the guys said it was an awesome experience, and you know, they just can't wait for it to be done. But yeah, they were, you know, I saw some of the guys taking swings out there on tee, so it looked like a fun time.
2 balls, 2 strikes for Mallex Smith, and strike 3. Mike, congratulations on what's been a great year. You're a terrific kid. I'm really rooting for you. Can't wait to see you in spring training, and promise you that we're going to have Julio on tomorrow, and you get a chance to pay him back. Does that sound like a fair deal?
Promise me that, yeah. No
All
problem.
right. Mike, congrats on a great season. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
The Bazooka from America, Mike Foltynewicz. It's 1-0 Phillies after 3.